Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasade Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. We're continuing to read from Srimad Bhagavatam. We are on chapter 8 and we are hearing how Gargamani is informing Nanda Maharaj, not openly, well, indirectly, that your son is the Supreme Lord. Eshava Shreya Adhasyad
एषव श्रेय आदास्यत्
Gopa Gokula Nandanaha
गोपगोकुलनन्दना
Anena Sarva Durgani
अनेन सर्वदुर्गाणि
Yuyam Anjastarishyatha.
यूयम् अञ्जस्तरिष्यथ.
To increase translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. To increase the transcendental bliss of the cowherd men of Gokul, this child will always act auspiciously for you, and by his grace only you will surpass all difficulties. For the cowherd men and the cows, Krishna is the supreme friend. Therefore he is worshipped by the prayer, Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmana Ditaya Cha. His pastimes in Gokul, his dham, are always favorable to the Brahmanas and the cows. His first business is to give all comfort to the cows and the Brahmanas. In fact, comfort for the Brahmanas is secondary, and comfort for the cows is his first concern. Because of his presence, all people would overcome all difficulties and always be situated in transcendental bliss. So Krishna is known as, by his offered this prayer, Namo Brahmanaya Devaya Go Brahmanaya Cha, that he takes care of the brahmanas and the cows. Krishna is a cowherd boy. God is a cowherd boy. And cowherd means he's taking care of cows. So he's showing us that he's personally how he's taking care of the cows. Means it's so important to take care of cows that God himself is doing it. So, and when Krishna was here, everyone was happy. Whenever there's incarnation of God on the planet, then everyone will be happy. General bliss. Because someone may say, oh, I'm an incarnation. In Kali Yuga, we have many so-called incarnations. But then we can see that what is the state of society? And there's so much unrest, so much anxiety. So, but when Krishna comes or his incarnation comes, everyone is happy. Puranena Vrajapate
पुराणेन व्रजपते
Sadhavo Dasyupidita
साधवो दस्युपीडिता
Arajake Rakshyamana
अराजकमाना
राजके रक्ष्यमाणं
Jigyur Dasyun Sameditaha.
जिज्ञुर्दस्युन्तमेधिता
जिज्ञासितः
O Nanda Maharaj, as recorded in history, when there was an irregular, incapable government, Indra having been dethroned and the people were being harassed and disturbed by thieves, this child appeared in order to protect the people and enable them to flourish, and he curbed the rogues and thieves. Indra is the king of the universe. Demons, thieves, and rogues always disturbed Indra. Indrari Vyakulam Lokam. But when Indraris, the enemies of Indra, become prominent, Krishna appears. Krishnastu Bhagwan Swayam. Indrari Vyakulam Lokam Hridayanti Yuge Yuge. Bhagavatam 1.3.28. So Gargamuni is saying that, in the Puranas it's mentioned that there was one time where somehow the demons were more powerful and they they took away the position of Indra, and that's how the demons, they were they had their power everywhere in the universe. And you're this small boy, he had come at that time to protect the people and to annihilate the rogues and the thieves. So Bhagavatam says that Krishna is to Bhagwan Swayam. There's so many incarnations, and Krishna is to Bhagwan Swayam. Indrari Vyakulam Lokam. That when uh, when the enemies, we've heard, right, so many stories. Does anyone here remember how we have heard in Bhagavatam the enemies of Indra? Some of them, does anyone remember?
Is it during the Hiranyakashipu's time?
Also, yeah, that's right. Hiranyakashipu took away.
There was another one also, yeah. We read.
Yeah, Bali Maharaj.
Bali Maharaj. Okay.
Yeah, Bali Maharaj also took away Indra's position, right?
Yes. Yes. And there was
So
one more also, no? I think
you
the
Vrit,
demons, the demons became more powerful.
ah,
So was it Bali Maharaj? That's the one, huh?
yeah, Bali Maharaj's time.
Okay. Mhm.
Yeah, demons became very powerful that time. So then Krishna comes. Krishna comes to curb the demons. Ya etasmin mahabhaga
Yeah,
Yeah,
etasmin
etasmin mahabhaga
Mahabhaga
pritim kurvanti manavaha
Pritim Kurvanti
kurvati
Manava
manava
narayo bhibhavanti etan
narayo bibhanti etan
Vishnu pakshan ev asuraha.
Vishnu pakshan iva shura.
Demons, asuras, cannot harm the demigods who always have Lord Vishnu on their side. Similarly, any person or group attached to Krishna is extremely fortunate because such persons are very much affectionate toward Krishna. They cannot be defeated by demons like the associates of Kamsa or by the internal enemies, the senses. So the demigods are always protected by Lord Vishnu. Do you all remember any pastime? How the demigods are protected by Lord Vishnu?
Is it Manthan,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's right.
The
Churning of the ocean,
turning of the
yeah.
ocean.
Yeah, Samudra Manthan. We saw how many times Krishna kept taking, how many incarnations he took in that pastime, right?
Yeah.
So Krishna always helps his devotees. So Gargamuni is saying here that anyone who's attached to Krishna is extremely fortunate. Attachment to Krishna. Yeah, that is what is needed. Being attached to Krishna, being affectionate toward Krishna.
Even in the
Affection.
case of the Pandavas, like Arjuna, was
Arjuna.
protected, right?
Yeah,
By Krishna. That's why victory was there because
yeah,
Krishna was with Arjuna.
yeah, that's right. Arjuna is so attached to Krishna, and Pandavas also attached to Krishna. Kunti Devi so affectionate toward Krishna. And then Krishna always
Mhm.
helped them.
Prahlad Maharaj also, right?
Prahlad Maharaj, yes, so attached, yeah. So this is what is needed, attachment to Krishna, having affection for Krishna. It's what is needed. So how can we get attached to Krishna?
By hearing, chanting, remembering Krishna.
Yeah, that's right. We have to get attached to hearing about Krishna. We have to get attached to chanting Hare Krishna. And that is our attachment to Krishna. Krishna and the holy name is non-different. So the more we get attached to chanting Hare Krishna, the more we are increasing our attachment to Krishna. Hearing Bhagavatam, hearing Bhagavad Gita, Tasman Nandatmajo Yamte.
Tasmam Nand Atmajo Yamte
Narayana Samogune.
Narayana Samaguna
Samogune
Shriya Kirtya Anubhavena.
Shriya
Shriya Kirtayo Anubhavena
Kirtanubhavena
Gopayasva Samahitaha.
Gopa
Gopayashva
Ayasya
Samahita.
Samahitaha.
In conclusion, therefore, O Nanda Maharaj, this child of yours is as good as Narayan in his transcendental qualities, opulence, name, fame, and influence. He's exactly like Narayan. You should all raise this child very carefully and cautiously. In this verse, the word Narayana Sama is significant. Narayan has no equal. He is asamordhva. No one is equal to him, and no one is greater than he is. So asamordhva. No one is equal to Narayan. No one is greater than him, right? That's what we say. This is the meaning asamordhva. As stated in Shastra, Yastu Narayanam Devam Brahma Rudradi Devate Samadveneva Viksheta Sapasandi Bhaved Dhruvam. One who equals Narayan, even with great exalted demigods like Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma, is a pasandi and agnostic. So no one can equal Narayan. This is what the Vedas are saying. The Shastras are saying we cannot even say that exalted personality, Lord Shiva himself, Lord Brahma, even they are not equal to Narayan. Otherwise, he's a pasandi there, saying the Shastra is saying that. Nonetheless, Gargamuni used the word sama, meaning equal, because he wanted to treat Krishna as the Supreme Personality or Godhead who had become Nanda Maharaj's son. Gargamuni wanted to impress upon the mind of Nanda Maharaj, your worshipable deity Narayan is so pleased with you that he has sent you a son almost equal to him in qualifications. Therefore, you may designate your son with a similar name, such as Mukunda or Madhusudana. But you must always remember that whenever you want to do something very good, there will be many hindrances. Therefore, you should raise and protect this child with great care. If you can protect this child very cautiously, as Narayan always protects you, the child will be as good as Narayan. So Gargamuni is saying this child is as good as Narayan, that Narayan is very pleased with you now, that's why he's given you a son now. But you take care of this child. If you can protect this child very cautiously, Gargamuni also indicated that although the child was exaltedly qualified like Narayan, he would enjoy more than Narayan as Rasa Vihari, the central enjoyer of the rasa dance. So Narayan, he does not take part in the rasa dance, but Krishna does. Krishna is Rasa Vihari or Rasa Bihari. He is expert in tasting all the mellows. As stated in the Brahma Samhita, Lakshmi Sahasra Shata Sambrahma Seva Manam. Sevayamanam. He would be served by many gopis who would all be as good as the goddess of fortune. So Lord Brahma is also telling us what is Krishna doing in Golok Vrindavan. He's being served by millions and millions of gopis who are the original goddesses of fortune. So Krishna is the original Narayan. Right? Narayan is an expansion of Krishna. Gargamuni is telling him, but in a like covered manner, not directly. Is that okay?
Yeah, he's hinting, right?
Yeah, that's right. Shri Shuka Vacha
Shri Shuka Uvacha
iti atmanam samadishya
इति आत्मानं
Atmanam
समाधिस्थ
Samadishya
garge cha swagraham gate
गर्गे श्वासं ग्रहं गते
nanda pramodito mene
नन्द प्रमुदितो मेने
atmanam purnam ashisham.
आत्मानं पूर्णम् आशिषाम्.
Srila Sukadev Goswami continued. After Gargamuni, having instructed Nanda Maharaj about Krishna, departed for his own home, Nanda Maharaj was very pleased and considered himself full of all good fortune. Krishna is the super soul and Nanda Maharaj is the individual soul. By the instructions of Gargamuni, both of them were blessed. Nanda Maharaj was thinking of Krishna's safety from the hands of demons like Putana and Shakatasur. And because he possessed such a son, he thought of himself as most fortunate. So of course now you know, when the Brahman we call to read our child's chatti and then he tells, oh, very good things, we feel happy, right? Oh, this child is, we feel really happy. So here Nanda Maharaj is feeling happy. He's feeling himself blessed. He's feeling himself so fortunate that he has such a special son. Kalena Vrajat Alpena
Kalena Vrajat Alpena
Gokula Gokule Rama Keshavo
Gokule Rama Keshavo
Janubhyam Saha Panibhyam
Janubhyam Saha Panibhyam
Ringam Manao Vijaratu.
Ringam Mano Vijatratu.
After a short time passed, both brothers, Rama and Krishna, began to crawl on the ground of Raj with the strength of their hands and knees, and thus enjoy their childhood play. One Brahmana devotee says, Shrutim apare smritim itare bharatam anye bhajantu bhavabhitaha aham iha nandam mande yasyalinde param brahma. Let others, fearing material existence, worship the Vedas, the Vedic supplementary Puranas, and the Mahabharata. But I shall worship Nanda Maharaj, in whose courtyard the Supreme Brahman is crawling. For a highly exalted devotee, Kevalya, merging into the existence of the Supreme, appears no better than hell. Narak, Narakayate. But here one can simply think of the crawling of Krishna and Balaram in the courtyard of Nanda Maharaj and always merge in transcendental happiness. So the devotee, here Prabhupada is mentioning a prayer of one devotee. He's saying, I, I don't want to follow all these rituals. I've just worshipped Nanda Maharaj. I worship Nanda Maharaj. Why? Because Krishna and Balaram are there. Krishna and Balaram is crawling there. So this is what a devotee wants. We have been hearing that the pure devotees, they take great pleasure in hearing Bhagavatam, in hearing the pastimes of the Lord. So this is what the devotees want. The devotees don't want moksha or mukti as it's generally called, but they want devotional service. We hear in that prayer also, right? The Damodarashtakam. O Lord, although you are able to give all kinds of benedictions, I do not pray to you for the highest liberation, highest boon of liberation in Vaikuntha, nor any other boon which may be obtained by executing the 9 processes of bhakti. I simply wish that this form of yours as Bala Gopala in Vrindavan may ever be manifest in my heart. For what is the use to me of any other boon besides this? So this is what the devotee is praying. Wants to see Krishna crawling, Krishna engaging in pastimes. As long as one is absorbed in thoughts of Krishna Leela, especially Krishna's childhood pastimes, as Parikshit Maharaj desired to be, one is always merged in actual Kaivalya. So we may not be able to appreciate the pastimes as the pure devotees are able to, but yet we continue to hear them. Gradually, we will also be able to relish. Therefore, Vyasadeva compiled Srimad Bhagavatam. Lokasya janato vidvams chakre satvata samhitam. Bhagavatam 1.7.6. Vyasadeva compiled Srimad Bhagavatam under the instruction of Narad so that anyone can take advantage of this literature, think of Krishna's pastimes, and always be liberated. Shrutim apare smritim itare bharatam anye bhajanto bhava bhitaha aham iha nandam vande yasyalinde param brahma. I'm sorry, you were saying something?
Yeah, so this is actual Kaivalya, means actual liberation,
Yeah,
right?
that's
That's
right.
what it means, no? Not
Yeah,
merging into Brahman, but just
yeah,
what, right? Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Actual liberation.
Yes.
Think of Krishna's pastimes. Entering Krishna's pastimes. That is real liberation. Being attached to hearing and chanting. When one understands, when one is attached to hearing and chanting, actually feeling that, it's liberation.
But like that part, they say like it's like hell if you are thinking of that liberation, the other,
Ah, yes.
right?
Yes. Yeah,
So,
why? Why is it called hell? Why the devotees think that s-
mm,
the the Brahmajyoti, merging in the Brahmajyoti is like hellish? Why?
because there's nothing, right? You're doing
Yeah,
the thing,
because Krishna is not there.
not there.
Yeah, Krishna is attached, the devotee is attached to Krishna. He wants to be with Krishna. He wants to serve Krishna. He wants to be with the devotees. He wants to serve Krishna in the association of devotees. The devotee is also not there. Krishna is also not there. So he feels it's hellish.
But that's the race, right?
That's
Krishna's
the
race.
race. Yeah.
But still, like it's hellish.
Yeah. Because so we can see that because there's so much attachment, the devotee wants to hear and chant about Krishna. He wants to be with Krishna. He wants to, there's nobody there. Like you can't do anything in the Brahman. There's no activity there.
You can't serve Krishna.
You can't serve Krishna. You're just there,
Mm.
just existing and being there. And so the devotee is like, no, I don't want that. I want to serve Krishna. Yeah. Okay. Should we stop here?
Yes.
Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Bhaktavinda ki jai. Hare Krishna. Thank you all for listening and joining. Hare